Good morning, Modern Homesteaders. Do you hear that? Oh, it's been raining out all night long. Everything is covered in ice. I didn't clean my truck off yesterday, so it's easier to get the ice off. But it's 26 degrees out, and it's raining. Oh, and it's gonna change over to snow. You hear that? It's probably, let's see how much ice is on the snow. It's a good 1/4 inch of ice. Man, that's crazy. I didn't plow yesterday. Well, I plowed where Gina parks, but for the most part I didn't plow, just right here. Because I like leaving a little bit of snow down if it's there and we're gonna be getting rain and freezing rain. That way when I go to plow, I can plow off that thin sheet of ice off of the snow, and it's not stuck to the driveway. So before it changes back over to snow, when it starts to, I'll have to go out and plow and clean this up, because we're supposed to still be getting like 8 to 10 inches of snow. So it's gonna be heavy and wet. I came down last night and did a few things for the get ready for today's project for the chicken coop. I'm gonna put that footage in the video somewhere. I was wearing a different sweatshirt, so if you notice that, that's why it was done last night. I just don't know what part of the video I'm gonna put it in yet. It is just crusty sounding out here. Good morning, boys. You've already been out, I can see your tracks. Stay dry. I don't know if it's gonna show up or not, but look at all the ice on the tree branches. Focus. Look at that. I don't know if you ladies are ready for this weather, but it's a doozy. They're like, yeah, we don't want to be out in this weather. No, they're going for it. It's surprising me. Oh, too slow, mister. There you go, Hope. Oh, little P, that hay feeder's for the hay, not for you. Oh, I can tell you are rolling in your wood shavings. You're covered in them. I know, I'm not wearing my Lumnah Acres pig hat. I don't know where I put it, guys. I might have to order myself a new one. If you guys want a nice Lumnah Acres winter hat or any other merch, I'll have a link in the video description down below. I'm gonna have to order myself a new one. I don't know what I did with my other one yesterday. Good morning, chickens. You ladies liking the rain? There you go. Not sure what that pile of feathers is from, but that seems kind of weird. I better go in there and make sure we didn't lose a chicken somehow. Good morning, Maverick and Goose. No, not sure. Not sure what all those feathers are from. That is weird. I vacuumed up most of the mess last night down there, the big shavings as you saw, but we got a huge dusty mess everywhere from running that planer. Yeah, she's full. Let's go bring that to the compost pile. There. Now tomorrow morning, we have some trim work we can use. One of the reasons I did that last night is so the dust could settle overnight and we weren't working in all that fine dust just up in the air. So now that we have everything planed down, we need to rip it down with our table saw. And with the chicken coop in the workshop, we don't have much room to work with a table saw. So trying to figure out how we're gonna do this. I think what we're gonna need to do is cut all of our boards to a rough length, and then we can rip them down to our widths that we need, and then we can get them installed, because we don't have the room to send. Those are like 9-foot long boards. We don't have the room in here right now with the chicken coop being where it is, and with the weather it is right now, we can't bring the chicken coop outside, so we're just gonna work with what we got. The reason we're using cherry is we have a bunch of rough sawn pine up there in the property, but it's buried under ice. This cherry we traded for some of our chickens 2 years ago now, and we haven't used it. It was rough sawn cherry that was milled locally and grown locally. So we're gonna be using this for our trim. It's gonna make a really cool look up against the pine. Now we need to figure out the windows. So if we go 48, 4 of them at 48, and 4 of them at 3 feet, that works. All right, so this one we're gonna cut at 40. We're gonna need 2 of them at 40 for the tops of the doorway. There. We'll save all these nice bigger pieces for something later on. I'm sure there'll be plenty of projects we can use them on. We are going to hook up the dust collector for this. Luckily, this hose fits perfectly in the DeWalt table saw, just the way it is without any adapters. Well, that was the easy, short stuff. And for a lot of you, they're like, oh, you're wasting some nice lumber. It's gorgeous lumber, but it's not furniture grade by no means. There's a lot of twists and bows in this stuff, so it's not nice and flat. So it's gonna be perfect for trim work. So this is our windows and top of our door trim. Now we need to make our door trim and the window trim. Gonna try to get 2 boards out of each one of these 6.5 inch wide boards. It's gonna be close. It'll be tough because the edges are not straight, and so there's crooks and stuff into them. So we'll see what we can do and how we can salvage it out of it. Well, that went a lot better than I thought it was gonna go so far. Now we get to see how it goes when we rip it down to 3 inches now. Shop vac's working good. I'm happy with it. There's so much static in there. There's so much static in here. I don't know if you can see it, but the pieces of shavings are popping out. Look at that. I know I have some chicken wire somewhere, but I can't get my ladder down. Right here. Perfect. Get rid of that screen. We're not going to need that anymore. It's gotta be nice and tight. I don't like that. One more at 25. We're going to be using screws because a lot of this lumber is twisted. So I want to make sure it stays held in place good. It's going to be kind of a fight with the chicken wire to get everything seated nicely, but go 43 and a half. To bend this wire a little bit. Best way I found to do that is with a block of wood and a hammer. That's nice and tight. I'll do the top after. Alright, maybe I can grab a clamp and get that top clamped in. I like that, that's nice and tight. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm not gonna put the top trim on until we have our roof line on, because we're gonna have to notch it, so we'll just wait till then and then we'll know exactly how to notch it. But that's nice and tight. That's gonna work nice. I don't think the camera audio probably picked that up, but you can hear it raining. It's coming down hard. I can't even see what branch it is. We just had a huge pine tree break out here. Oh, where'd it go? I don't know, I stepped out the door a minute ago without the camera and it happened, but I don't see where the branch is now. It's gonna make for an interesting afternoon. If it doesn't, if we don't lose power, I'll be very surprised. It's coming down good right now, rain. The trees are getting coated in ice. And then it's supposed to change over to rain, change over to snow. And our ground is getting pretty wet. So as soon as it starts changing to snow, I'm going to come out and plow. Otherwise, we're going to be really in for a mess. Look how thick this ice is right now. Well, since I picked up the camera last time, we've lost power and it's changed over to snow. Wow. So excited for that. I don't know if you can see that pine tree right there and that maple. They're weighted down pretty good with all the frozen ice on them. But now we got to plow and get all the water and crud up off the ground before we get 5 to 8 more inches on top of it. Let's go look at some of these trees in a second. Let's get the truck warming up. Melt off some of the ice. Wow. Them branches are really hanging low. I can almost touch this one. Ugh. That's just covered. Oh, that hurt my hand. Covered in ice. Listen to it. I hope it don't get too windy tonight. Because if it does, we're going to have a lot of broken tree limbs. Look at that pine. Look how sad that tree looks. Ah. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's completely covered. Yikes. That is some waterlogged snow. Look at that. Yuck. That is so heavy and wet. I couldn't imagine if it had any more snow on top of it, how bad it would be. Look at that. That's gonna be fun. Oh look, we just broke a branch. Snowbanks are just crazy. Look at that, just water. Listen to how sopping wet they are. It's supposed to get down to negative 13 degrees tomorrow night. Them snowbanks are gonna freeze up hard. I'll tell you what. Huh. Gotta get this mess picked up before that. Listen to that. I don't know if it's the rustling of the frozen branches that's making that noise or what, but you can go that way. Let me clear a spot for you to throw it. Maverick and Goose are like, hey, we're ready.
Got some of it right there. Trace.
Trace again. I'll say quattro. Sounds like a good number. Oh my goodness. Uno. Dos. Tres. Quattro. Cinco. Cinco. Next we'll have to learn how to count in French. Look at their gate. Covered in icicles. It's all frozen. There. Far over here. There you go. There your boys go.
Ice.
Some apple tree ice. So right after I got done plowing, the power had come back on. We ate dinner, and right after dinner, we lost power, internet, and everything for, I don't know, about 2 or 3 hours, and then we got it back on just when it was about time to go to bed anyway. So I came back on. We were thankful for that, but man, this weather we had is just, it's not typical. We're not having a typical winter. I'd rather have snow than rain because that just makes a mess. Everything's been frozen on the homestead now. We're frozen and covered in ice. We'll have to see how that goes, but everybody made it out good. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. It's supposed to get really cold overnight and drop down to negative 13 degrees Fahrenheit. So we'll see how everything goes. The animals seem to be doing well out there, so I hope wherever you are, you guys didn't get too bad of snowstorms or rain. From what I'm seeing, there was a lot of flooding. There was a lot of places that just got snow. So hope everybody's okay out there. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey with us, guys. You're a huge blessing to us in our homestead, and we'll see you right back here in the next video at Lumnah Acres.